Howdy, folks! The Radio Ranch is a cowboy, cowgirl clubhouse where kids can come to get away from the city, learn about roping and riding. Every Thursday at 11:30 a.m., yours truly, Rawhide Foxtrot, with the help of my partners, Rocket Ramjet and trusty Junior Thunder Riders, must put on a live radio program or risk losing the ranch forever. Golly, looks like it's that time again. Start intro. Howdy, folks! It's Radio Ranch. I'm your host, Rawhide Foxtrot. Thank you for hanging in there during our technical difficulty. But right now we have two Junior Thunder Riders from Mrs. Gomez's class. And we are going to find out who they are right now. Sitting at the far end of the table is
Cowboy Bluebird.
And Cowboy Bluebird, what is your horse's name?
Silver.
All right, and sitting next to him is
Cowgirl Emma.
Silver and Silver? Both of your horses' names are Silver?
Yeah.
How do you make sure that you're getting on the right one when you go to the stables?
Mine is white.
Mine is red.
All right. And when you call Silver, which one comes?
Mine.
All right. Okay. But for right now, they are going to bring you the news from the second grade. So take it away, Cowboy Bluebird.
Hi everyone from the ranch. Today we're going to tell you all about our crazy crayon factory.
First, we begin by making t-shirts to use as our uniforms. Carlos and Autumn had a lot of fun making the shirts. Autumn enjoyed coming up and adding the crayon sponges to her shirt. The sponges were cute cutouts of crayons.
So it wasn't like she was actually sticking crayons onto her shirt.
No, it was like sponges that were cut out into crayons.
And then you drew on the sponges with the crayon, and then it made it.
No, we dipped the sponges into paint, and then we splat the paint on the shirt.
All right. And Cowboy Bluebird, you have our next story.
Then it was time for our factory work to begin.
The first place we visited was peeling in Mr. Kivix's room. We began by peeling the old crayons and sorting them by color. We placed the crayons in water before we started peeling. The wrappers would easily slide off. Evan suggested giving each person their own bag of crayons to peel next year.
All right, and I love it when people have better ideas on how to do something. I think there were years in the past where they never even soaked them in water, and the kids' fingers would get all bruised and
tired,
cut and stuff because the paper was hard still, and then somebody had a great idea about soaking them in water. So, love the innovation. Okay, take it away with our next story.
Then we moved to production in Miss Gomez's class. First, we had to have parents melt the crayons. The burners were hot. Then the crayons were poured into molds, and the kids submerged the hot crayons into a tub of cool water.
Next, we passed the crayons down the inspection line. We added all of the crazy crayons that were good to an enormous white bin, and students had to count them. We really had to work together to do our part.
So you put a whole bunch of crazy crayons into a bin, and the students had to count each and every one of them so that there were like 1,000 in the bin?
Yeah, kind of. But we had to get to 100.
Didn't that take a long time?
No, we didn't get to 1,000. We got to 100.
100, okay.
Or like 200 and something. We don't know how much we got to.
All right. All right. With that, we're at our break time. Today we have a how-to, howdy-do, and some poetry over at the Poetry Powwow. So we'll be right back after this.
Yee-haw! It's time for another how-to, howdy-do.
Hi, I'm Cowboy Lightning Strike, and I have a how-to for you. This one is how to walk a dog. Materials: you need a leash, dog food, and dog water. Stick the leash on the collar. Open the door, say "come here." Then walk the dog to a dog park, and then walk back home.
Hello, I'm Thunderclad, and I'll read you a poem. Winky, blinky, and nod. Winky, blinky, and nod. One night sailed off in a wooden shoe. Sailed on a river of crystal light into a sea of dew. Where are you going, and what do you wish? The old asked the three. We have come to fish for the herring fish that live in the beautiful sea. Nets or silver and gold have we, said Winky, Blinky, Nod. The old moon laughed and sang a song as they rocked in the wooden shoe, and the wind that sped them all night long ruffled the waves of dew.
Hi, I'm Cowboy Black Thunder, and I'm going to read you a story to you. Today I had a problem when I tried to make my bed. My blankets and my comforter got wrapped around my head. I went to fluff the pillows, but the pillow cover tore, and feathers flew all over as I stumbled around the floor. I accidentally grabbed the sheets and pulled them as I fell. I have to say, it seems my day's not starting off too well. I tripped upon the pillowcase and landed in a heap. Good grief, that's it. I'm staying here and going back to sleep.
All right, and we're back. So, just a reminder, we'll be taking questions for our Junior Thunder Riders in our chat room. So if you're a slow typist, go ahead and start typing those questions right now. But we have some more news from the Crazy Crayon Factory. Over to Cowboy Bluebird.
Dylan and Chris like the packaging station in Miss Landgraf's room. That room had 4 different stations. In station 1, you colored price tags. In station 2, you cut the ribbons.
And Cowgirl Emma.
Next, we pass the crayons. No. Then you move to station 3 and 4. In station 3, you put 3 crazy crayons in a plastic bag. 4, you had to nicely tie the ribbon around the bag.
Marga and Colin love the final part of the factory, the publicity station. We got to make videos to encourage people to buy our crazy crayons. Colin thought this was one of the easiest jobs.
Juan especially liked the funny commercial of Finley, Evan, and Javier worked on together.
Finally, it was time to sell our crayons. Before we did that, each second grader got 3 free crazy crayons. Then we sold them for 25 cents a bag.
Where did you sell them?
In the front of the
Library.
and near the cafeteria.
All right.
Many of our customers were our very own brothers and sisters.
What's another word for customers?
Consumers.
All right. Very good.
think we are going to keep.
Hey, you're reading my line.
They could pick any bag they wanted to buy.
All right.
We have one very special crazy crayon. It's a silver dolphin. We think we're going to keep it and put it in display somewhere.
So let me guess. And the silver dolphin's name is
We don't have a name.
Silver?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Silver,
All right.
silver.
We hope you enjoyed hearing about our crazy crayon factory.
It sure was a lot of work, but we learned a lot about economics and how to collaborate and persevere.
All right. I love those words, collaborate and persevere. So, does our chat room have any questions for our Junior Thunder Riders from any of the stories that they read today?
Yes, how many crazy crayons were sold?
How many crazy crayons were sold?
Like 60 or like
60 crayons or 60 bags of crayons?
60 bags of crayons.
That's a big difference because 60 bags of crayons, each bag had how many in it?
Three.
So how many crazy crayons altogether was that? If you did 3 times 60? What's 3 times 6? Do you know?
I don't know times.
What's 6 plus 6?
6
12.
plus 6 is 12.
12 plus 6?
12 plus 6 is 18.
Okay, and because it was a 6D, you had a 0 at the end. So what is 18 with a 0 at the end?
18 with the 0 at the end is 180.
180 crayons. So you just figured that out. So 180 crayons, 60 bags.
Oh, we just got news in. 632 bags were sold.
Oh.
Whoa! I can't do that math. All right. Any other questions from our chat room?
Which type of crazy crayon did you like best?
Oh, which shape do you like best, Cowgirl Emma?
I like the dolphin.
Okay, and Cowboy Bluebird?
Dolphin.
Everybody likes the dolphin. Now, I have a question. What are you going to do with the money that you raised?
We're gonna give it to the charity.
What chair? Cowboy Bluebird.
Gates of Boston.
And what's the Gates of Boston?
The Gates of Boston is where they need money to buy snacks, and they get to buy snacks with half of the money, and they keep half of the money.
All right. And any other questions for our Junior Thunder Riders?
What are you doing with your day today? Anything special?
Any specials today? Discovery Lab,
No.
gym,
We have music.
Music.
Well, that's kind of special.
Music.
All right. That will do it for this edition of Radio Ranch. Over to you guys.
Adios from Miss Gomez's class.